Hello everyone, welcome to Only Competitive Exam. Today what I will be doing is to explain you the whole story of the modern Indian history, alright. So I will show you the holistic approach to modern Indian history. Now what I can say is if you remember the story then there is no need to remember dates, alright. Just remember the story so that you can remember any dates whenever you want, alright. So the story begins from 1453. Even in your world history as well, the story begins from 1453, and this event marks as the fall of Constantinople, alright, and the rise of Ottoman Empire. Constantinople, that is the modern day Istanbul, alright, that is the modern day Istanbul. And what will happen after the fall? That the Silk Route will be closed, alright, and what will happen to the traders, the merchants? So they will do what? They will start finding new routes to reach Asian countries, alright, just for to trade and commerce. Now the merchant will too, and will some will go for India and they will reach America like Columbus, and some will try to reach India as well, and they will reach Calicut like Vasco da Gama. Alright, so the Vasco da Gama is the first to arrive on Indian shore. Then the Dutch will arrive, and then Danes, then British, and then finally French will arrive, alright, on the Indian shore. So four bigger powers from the European countries has already been arrived on Indian shore, and now from the four bigger power, what they will do? They will start fighting among themselves to find who is the supreme among those, alright. So after all those fightings, who will emerge victorious? British. So British will be emerge victorious and will try to be supreme landlord, alright. So then the next fighting will be against the princely states of India. There are so many princely states in India, so then the next competitor for the British is the princely states. So they will start fighting against Bengal, Maratha, etc., and they will try to win in most of the cases. In some cases they will make alliances and all in these, and some treaties as well. In this way they will try to manage the war, alright. In some cases they will sometimes will annex as well. So in this way they will capture most of the Indian territories, and then what they will do, they will make some changes, alright. Them just because the boss of India, alright. And what they will do, they will make some constitutions, they will make land revenue policies, police system, civil service system, social political changes, alright. So in this way they will make some changes. Now as we all know that each and every action has what? An equal or an opposite reaction, alright. So then the mutiny came, alright. That is the famous 1857 mutiny. Shipai mutiny, that is what we call. So, but we all know that in that 1857 mutiny has been totally failure for all the mutineers. But there has been a great thing that happened. That is the rise of national consciousness. People began to have some consciousness that the British are not came here for our good. They came for theirs good, isn't it? Then that rise of the national consciousness will happen, and after that what? They will make some groups, small groups, and later the political organization will be formed. And in 1885 finally the INC, that is the International Congress, will form, alright. So after the small group formed, what will happen? Some will want to make some political changes, that is from mind. They want to change people's mind first, isn't it? First to change the people's minds that British aren't here for actual benefits of, not actually for benefits of Indians. They want only their benefits, isn't it? So what the moderates will be doing, moderates will make some economic critics, isn't it? That is the Dadabhai Naoroji will publish publish an article on drain of wealth that happened to Indians during these days. Then we'll show the impact of railways in colonization. Then show the trade and policy are all exploitative nature. Then the factories, all the factories act that all came from the British, that only beneficial for the Britishers only. So this will be the phase for the moderates. All right. Now next, the group will slightly changes to extremists. They become violent, and they will show what that Britishers can be challenged. Okay, so we can challenge British. They are the first one to show that the Britishers can be challenged. And then what will happen? In 1905, the partition of Bengal will be announced by the Britishers. All right. Now after that, the extremists will say that there has been a basic problem in the constitutions that is created by the British, and those are totally exploitative nature. So they will say that the PPP model, that is the prayer, pre and petition, will not going to work anymore. All right. So they are trying to be a little bit violent now, and those kind of prayers, plea, हाँ ये कर दो वो कर दो, अब नहीं चलेगा. तो क्या होगा? Extremists and moderates will, there has been a split. All right. So then the famous 1907 Surat split will occur. Surat split. They will boycott legislature. All right. So after the split, what will happen? Some will try to go back. Some will say that we will go back to legislature, and some will say we need developments. All right, we need some promotion of khadi, development of villages, and then another group will be say that we will face them face to face. Like those are the revolutionary activities they will do. They are called the freedom fighters. They will just try to face the British face to face. So in this way, the first phase of revolutionary activities will begin. All right. So this phase will continue from 1908 to 1915, and first it will happen at Punjab, and then Bengal, and then abroad as well. All right. So there will be the famous place in Gadar. There will, in 1913, there some revolutionary activities will also happen, and finally in 1914, as you all know, that the British will capture all, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak will return along with Annie Besant, and what they will do, they will launch another movement which is called as a Home Rule movement. That will be on 1916 to 1918. All right. So and another event that happened in between this first phase of revolutionary activity, and that is Gandhiji. All right. Now the Gandhiji will arrived in India in 1915. Remember this date. 1915 Gandhiji will arrive, and then first before that Gandhiji will do some activities in South Africa as well. So that will be his training ground, like a training ground, and after gaining those experience from South Africa, he will do all kind of revolutionary things to Indians as well, but all those are non-violent way. All right. So Gandhiji's way of revolution is non-violent, and first he will take some small issues. One he will take in Champaran, then Ahmedabad, and then Kheda. All right. So in this way, Gandhiji will take some small issues and become victorious in all the cases. So there has been the difference. All right. Gandhiji has been the achiever, not like the other Indian leaders who were regularly failing. So there has been the case for the Gandhiji. He is in the achiever. And finally in 1918, Rowlatt Satyagraha Act will be published. So there is the Gandhiji part. So he has already been arrived, and alongside Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant will launch a movement, that is the Home Rule League movement. Now in that movement, Gandhiji will not take part. All right. In that case, Gandhiji will take these small issues of Champaran, Ahmedabad and Kheda, and the Home Rule movement will be launched in that time. And then we all know that in 1919, that is the Jallianwala Bagh incident will happen. So that's a very sad incident, we all know. And after that incident, they will launch, that is the non-cooperation movement, that is in 1920. Alright, so that's the discussion till 1920. Next we will discuss from 1921 to Indian independence in my second part. Alright, so keep watch that video as well. I will be publishing just after this video, so do watch that video, and if you like this video then please like and subscribe our channel, and stay updated. Alright, and always remember all these in this fashion so that you can remember those dates easily. Alright, so thank you very much.